Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is day 3 of our bra sew along. Today we are going to be adding our band picot elastic, our underarm picot elastic, and our underwire channeling. So now we're going to rough in our underwire channeling. So this is the channeling. It is really firm. Sometimes you can get it with a little bit of stretch. So it has a plush side, and this is what's going to go against your body, and then sort of just a ridged side, and that's going to be hidden inside of the bra. So what we're going to do, I don't actually pin it when I'm doing this, but you want to take it, you want to have the cup side up, and I'm going to take the elastic, whoops, got some cat hair on there, wonder how that happened. You're going to take your elastic, and I like to butt it right up against where that seam stitching is. I'm going to move my needle over 2 spots, so it's the needle would be in the center, and I just go click, click, so it's almost right on the edge. And I'm going to sew that into place, and you're just sewing it into the seam allowance for right now, so you don't want to see any stitching from the outside of the bra. So just to show you again, so this channeling is going to be butted up right where the seam currently is, and then I align my channeling just with this little notch on my presser foot, and I've moved my needle over, so it's going to stitch fairly close to the edge right here. Again, I like to start in the inner side and then work my way to the outer cup. You're going to want to stop stitching a couple of inches from the end, so like say 1.5 inches right here, and that's just so that we can work with our picot elastic, and then eventually we'll top stitch this all back in. But for now, stop right about here. So the next step I'm going to do is close off the inner corners of the channeling. The directions I think have you do this much later, but I like to do it now because I don't like to be able to see that line of stitching on the outside. So what I'm going to do is fold it over so I just have the channeling. And I'm going to use a straight stitch and just go back and forth about 4 or 5 times. So now you can see that we have closed off these inner edges of the channeling, but left it free of the fronts, so you still can't see anything. We're going to take a break on the channeling, and we're going to go to the lower band elastic. So flip your bra over to the right side. So this picot elastic is going to have a plush side, and then it has just sort of like a rigid normal side. It will have some decorative bumpy bits on the top, that's the picot, and then nothing on the bottom. So you want to orient your elastic so that it has the plush side facing up and the bumpy picot portion towards the top of your bra. You're going to lay it on there, and you're going to try to keep the edges as close as you can, and you're going to sew a zigzag stitch as close as you can to this decorative picot edge. You don't really want to stretch the elastic at all. I like to just keep it stable all the way across. You can stretch it slightly if you want. You don't want to go like the full length of the elastic, but like if you want to just give it like a little tug like this, that is perfectly acceptable. Okay, so we have that sewn on to the outside. I did change my thread out just because I thought that the yellow thread would look nicer than having that gray clash on there. So if you weren't very good at getting the edge to line up, you can certainly trim it down right now, which is what I'm going to do. They tell you to use duck-billed scissors, but really any sort of scissor will work. Just be careful that you're not cutting anything you don't want to be cutting. Oh, yeah, it's here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is fold this to the inside, and we're going to sew again. This time we're going to sew close to the straight edge with our zigzag. You can either use a zigzag. Some people also say to use a 3-step zigzag stitch, but That's what I did when I first started, but I don't think it's really necessary. And it takes a lot longer. So I tend to just use a regular zigzag stitch. Okay, so I have done my second row of zigzag stitching along the top of the elastic, and this is what it looks like from the outside. So you can see now why we didn't put the channeling in all the way yet, because more than likely it's going to overlap on top of that band elastic. So I wanted to have it in, but not sewn down yet. So now we're going to do the top picot elastic. Typically the top is going to be a little bit thinner. I have a 3/8 of an inch one right here. I can use a 1/2 inch, or you could use fold over elastic if you wanted to. So just like we did for the bottom band, you're going to want the plush side facing up and the picot edge towards the inside of the bra like this. So for this one, I would sew the band with 0 tension, but when you get to the cup, this cradle piece and then this cup portion, I would give it a little bit of tension. Again, you're talking like this. You don't want to go all the way to the end of the elastic's elasticity, but just give it a little bit, and that's to help it, you know, curve around that curve of your body a little bit nicer. Okay, so we have sewn it on both sides to the outside. Again, I'm going to clip that there just to clean it up a bit. Then we're going to turn it to the inside and sew it again. I made sure not to catch this underwire channeling when I did this, and you want to make sure you don't catch it again, but it's much easier because you're going to be able to see it and just push it out of the way. When you sew again, you're going to sew on the inside close to the straight edge. So now we are going to finish the underwire channeling. Here's the top band picot elastic. It looks from the outside and from the inside. We have this nice thing which is going to turn into our strap extension. We need to finish up this underwire channeling. So what you're going to want to do is fold it out. You want to make sure that you are covering up all of those seam allowances. Remember that I told you yesterday that's going to go away. So you're covering up all those seam allowances. And then you're going to want to try to sew as close as you can to this seam line, like a scant 1/8 of an inch. You just want it ever so slightly in. Okay, so I have sewn, you see, right close to the edge. Now the pattern instructions tell you to top stitch from the top as well, but every time I've done that, I've sort of goofed and I end up not having enough space in my underwire channeling to get the underwire in. So I find it's a lot easier for me to just turn it around to the inside and then stitch that scant 1/8 of an inch on this side of the channeling from the inside. So here we can see on the outside you have 2 rows of stitching, and that is going to be where the underwire goes. This concludes day 3 of the bra making tutorial. Come back tomorrow where we put on the straps and finish up with the hook and eye.